Geminis, what is going on? Happy Gemini season. I trust you're all doing well, gearing up for one of the most prosperous, abundant Gemini seasons yet. I say that because we have so many of the planets in their home or domicile signs throughout Gemini season. Mercury will station direct on the 3rd and then go into Gemini on the 13th. Venus is going to be going into Taurus at the end of May. Mars is going to be going into Aries at the end of May as well. So there's so many favorable energies coming in. And as a little bonus, at the end of Gemini season, as we go into Cancer season, Venus will move into Gemini. So it's not even just right now we get to be excited about, it's what's also coming. And I want us to remember that Venusian aspect, that connection, that communication. For those of you who are Gemini risings, Mercury is your chart ruler. So we're starting off this season with your chart ruler in retrograde. So it's a good time to slow down, to reevaluate, and just a good notion for everyone watching with prominent Gemini energy. The main download that came through when I was channeling and shuffling the cards was of diligence, was of goal setting, was of ambition. I just saw this, it looked like an Olympic swimmer or a very high level athlete just going back and forth, and just doing laps, but very graciously when they would hit one end, just do this beautiful flip and kick and move backwards. And there was also a coach with a stopwatch. It just kind of showed me a calendar as if every day you're getting stronger and faster and more powerful. So there is an energy of just showing up every single day. It's going to get easier and easier. So if you've been delaying something, maybe your health and fitness for some of you, but I also just think it's a goal or something you've been very driven towards, or something that even potentially could be a bit of a legacy, right? It did feel like an Olympic energy. So something you've been training for your entire life. So making sure that all of your relationships are aligning with that, and who is in your corner, right? Whether that be professionally, romantically, family, friends. I want you to really reevaluate that and how you communicate, because in that download, having someone who is, they were kind of screaming at the stopwatch and screaming at you to go faster and faster in a very supportive way. But also just knowing where maybe you are that for someone else. Let's say if you're a coach or a mentor or a trainer, are your clients aligned with what you want to bring in? Or are you now seeking higher power, higher knowledge, greater forms of energy to bring in to help you reach your goals with ease? And then I also saw this beautiful butterfly just land on your nose as you were looking up at the coach, going over your personal best, which was really cute. So I think that there's gonna be a lot to celebrate, a huge metamorphosis, a huge change. Naturally, it's your season, and astrologically speaking, we start a brand new 12-month cycle on your solar return, on your birthday. So a lot has the potential to shift. And I just want you, whenever it feels good, to go over those major areas of your life and where you wanna set bigger goals, or if you're content with where you are, making sure that we have the energy and the allowances to continue that energy moving forward, okay? First 3 cards I pulled, we have the 2 of Cups reversed with the Wheel of Fortune, and then the 4 of Wands. So this is, for me, something I touch on quite a bit in my readings and just in life. When you let go of a relationship that's no longer aligned, there can sometimes be a fear or a scarcity that you're never going to get that relationship back and that you're going to be alone or destitute, when instead you're just moving that energy from one vessel that is no longer aligned to a vessel, whether that be an opportunity, a pet, a friend, a lover, an employee, whoever, that is more aligned to where you want to go. So I do want you to see where maybe things are not meshing well. It doesn't mean that we have to remove or let go of these relationships. It could be an opportunity for better communication and to come back stronger and more balanced, right? Because we do have the Wheel of Fortune. I think you all know you're going further, stronger, there's more energy coming in, but this is really one of karmic balance, Gemini. So if we're hanging around certain people, even just coming through right now, social media, like what are you listening to? What are you watching? What information are you taking in? Are those the type of people and their lives that you want to set into your subconscious mind as being normal or inspirational? Or has your mindset shifted with this Mercury retrograde? Now you're aspiring to maybe be a parent, so you want to follow more pages with successful parents raising their kids, or you want to adopt a pet, so you're going to follow more pages with that. Be very cautious and cognizant with the information that we're taking in all forms, not just social media, but podcasts, TV shows, movies, the company that you keep, especially Geminis, because you do have that aspect of liking to go in there, spill the tea, relay the information, connect with a whole bunch of people. We want to make sure that they're aligned with the expansion that's imminent. For some of you, for sure, you're going to want to move, invest into properties, maybe renovate, or maybe just a huge overhaul of what your space looks like and feels like to put you into even more of a creative space. And so maybe that's a little bit of feng shui, release, purging, letting go, all of these mercurial retrograde themes to support you, to elevate you to whatever that higher level is. Also with the Wheel of Fortune, I always very much link that with Jupiter and that Jupiterian energy. And so with Jupiter now in Aries, it can be very instinctual, or knowing what you want and trusting that energy. And that can also be going for relationships and not needing to explain it. And if they're not working out, we don't have to respond right away. Or if they really are working out in your favor, that you can just move there in that direction without hesitation, without being in your head, without having to go over every single scenario, and just knowing that it feels good and operating in the moment and utilizing that Aries energy, right? Because also when Mars moves into Aries at the end of May as well, Mars, Jupiter in Aries, making a really nice sextile to Gemini. Those are some really nice energies to support you and to propel you and to use that urgency that Aries possesses, which is quite a powerful combination. I always feel when there's a nice Aries Gemini aspect or synastry, they get the job done because there's the cerebral and the physical working in tandem, right? The brains and the brawn. So we had another, okay. I was just going to say 2 cards fell out and then they all kind of fell out. So, I mean, it's your season, so let's give you all the cards because clearly, or at least these 4, and then I'll shuffle those ones that fell and see if there's another message. Okay, so the 2 that fell out initially, we have the Hierophant and the Chariot. It came out in this order, right? New rules, new power, new leadership, and you getting there extremely quickly. What did we just say with that coach and that mentor metaphor in the channel, that you're seeking out people that are either going to support you or motivate you? But I think it would be wise to assess who is in your life physically, mentally, spiritually, that are really pushing you forward, that you're going to go along for the ride with. That's something big. The World also fell out in terms of huge chapters ending and beginning. Like we said, astrologically speaking, you're starting a new cycle. So this makes sense that certain relationships and dynamics are no longer meant to come with you on that ride. Clearly, you are on the fast track. Also just an energy of stay in your lane and knowing what you want, and us not being fearful or worried that if it's not working out yet, there might need to be some renegotiations in place, or there might just be an imminent move. Maybe you're not meant to stay where you are, and we've been ignoring that out of whatever fear or doubt. If I move here, what that means, what does it mean for my family? What does it mean for my friends? Am I going to be able to make it? Am I going to be able to survive? I think that there is meant to be a beautiful way for you to transition. And I think it's going to happen sooner than later. I think some of you also may just want to travel, or you're going to be traveling leading up to your birthday or leading up to Gemini season. And that trip is going to offer new downloads or new perspectives, okay? Ace of Swords also was literally on my lap. Breakthroughs, miracles, new paradigm shifts. All of these huge mercurial themes that we've been talking about. I mean, it's like either a major arcana or a huge, powerful shift coming in direction. So all of these are good energies. Like I said, by the end of Gemini season, many of the planets are going to be in their home signs to support everyone. But with Aquarius, with Saturn in Aquarius, Mercury in Gemini, and then Venus in Gemini at the end of Gemini season, it's a lot of air energy and very powerful signs to help you to wherever you need to be. So that can also be really nicely aligned business deals or business negotiations, right? And I don't want you to hold on to clients or relationships or whatever that are not aligned, that are not where you want to be, where you want to expand and where you want to grow, right? That doesn't make any sense. And so whether we renegotiate, have that conversation, I don't want you to hold on to unaligned energy or even your current home. I think for sure some of you are meant to travel, are meant to you need more space. There's just physically not enough space in your office, in your home, in your community even to support you. So I want you to examine where you are going, where you are frequenting, and if your current environment is supporting you or not. It doesn't mean you have to move or renovate right away, but you might just be letting go of things in your house, in your home, in your office, wherever, to make more space for more energy to flow in, okay? I'm just gonna shuffle these cards and pick one more from the cards that just kind of exploded on the ground at that point in time, just to see one more card here to wrap this up, okay? One more card for Gemini, please. I keep seeing 5, like the Roman numeral for 5, so it's a V. For me, that's like victory, change equals victory. And then the mouth of a lion was just roaring, and then that Roman numeral 5 was coming out. So potentially nice collaboration with the Leo or Leo season or the next 5 weeks. And I mean, 5 weeks from now will be Cancer season, but after Cancer season is Leo. So maybe 5 weeks after Gemini season, there'll be some powerful victories to celebrate. Yeah. Very Gemini energy, 7 of Cups, lots of opportunities, lots of offers in the air. And I think by the end of Gemini season, you might have lots on your plate to choose from. And a lot of it can be, again, with this expansion that we've been talking about, that's just meant to serve you. So right now, get grounded. For those of you who need the rest and recalibrate, take that time while Mercury is still retrograde until June 3rd. Because there's a lot that's coming in, a lot. And you're gonna need the energy to approach this all with ease. And when it does come, it's going to be very quick, very expansive. The cycles are ending and beginning. To bring in new insights, to give you all the choices. And I don't want us to be around certain people or situations or negotiations or contracts that are just no longer aligned. And some of you for sure are meant to step higher into your power or just be around more powerful, affluent individuals to help guide you, mentor you, coach you, push you, whatever that is. So whether it's from a health or business or relationship or motivation or whatever you're needing to support you, there may also be someone that's going to come in that's really going to open some new doors, some new chapters, some new beginnings, okay? So that is my general reading for you all this Gemini season. If this reading resonated and you want to say thank you, tips, donations are always appreciated. I'll put the PayPal link in the description of this bio. If you want to book a one-on-one reading to go into these themes further, all of our availability is now up to date on our website for May and June. Please note, after June 18th, our books are going to be closed indefinitely, probably until Virgo season. I have some other projects that I'm going to be putting all of my focus into. So if you want to book in, please do so sooner than later. And I'm also opening up one more coaching spot on my roster for more intensive one-on-one work. So if you're curious about that, you can go on our website and leave us a message there and we can connect that way, okay? Have a beautiful Gemini season. Have a wonderful birthday, Geminis, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.